Mike, obviously you guys have been playing at such a high level against the top teams. I mean, what was the difference tonight, especially in that first quarter?
It felt like we were flat. We did not have a great practice yesterday, and we played like we practiced yesterday. It's probably the first bad one that I would say we've had in a long while, where we couldn't generate the energy. The turnovers were, just careless. I mean, throwing the ball into their hands. They scored points on almost every one of our turnovers. We had a low number of turnovers, but they were just, 12 turnovers and you get 23 points out of it. It's hard. Give Chicago credit. I mean, they came in ready to go. They knocked down big threes. The ball moved. They had great pace to everything they did tonight. And they looked for, a half at least like a way better team. And tonight they were.
As well as you guys have been playing, are you surprised given all that's on the line with so few games? Or did you kind of expect that there may be one?
I don't know. I mean, it's been so long since we've had one like this. They happen in a season. We had just come off playing 4 games in 6 days, but just walking into practice yesterday, that's just this lack of, we looked tired yesterday. We looked the same today. The shoot around was decent this morning. But it's just, practice habits are gonna carry over. And then yesterday was the first day we stopped practice a couple times in a while to say, hey, look, this just doesn't look right. And maybe there are times you just can't get out of that funk, but we couldn't tonight.
Obviously, quick turnaround with playing again on Sunday.
Yeah.
What do you have to see on Sunday to kind of get back right?
Well, luckily we're playing a team that probably is as tired as us, traveling in LA's been on the road all week. One of the first things I did was pull the plug on a lot of our starters during the second half to cut their minutes. We'll have a fresh Elena on Sunday. We'll get a chance tomorrow to, watch film as a team when we get back and walk through a couple things. So we'll have a little bit of preparation, but I told them our preparation for Sunday starts right this minute, that, mentally you've got to get yourself back into the scouting report and get your sleep and get rest for 2 nights and try to get ourselves ready to go.
Okay, thanks, man.
You bet.
All right, Coach, we'll head over to Zoom. Jen.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to ask you about Maisha and Shakira combining for 38 points against this Chicago front court. How do you evaluate that? Does it feel especially impressive against this group, given how deep and long they are?
Yeah, it's nice. I don't feel great walking out of it after, a loss. So, I'm glad that they gave a great effort and I'm glad they played hard. And then, they did some good things. Maisha, I think, ended up on the plus side of things. I think that, the two of them battled, and this is, a tough team to battle against. I think, they did a good job. It's just too bad it got wasted, in a game like this.
And do you feel like when you did pull the plug on the starters and put the bench group in, do you feel like that helped you to give them some run and get a look at them a little bit, or do you pretty much know what everybody is at this point?
I pretty much know what everybody is right now. There's no big surprises at this point in the season. Our rotation is going to stay the same.
Any thoughts on Navina's scoring that you got late in the game?
It's nice. It was, our bench, the end of our bench outplayed the end of their bench. And that's not a knock on anybody. It's just, it doesn't affect how I'm thinking about playing our team right now.
Sure. And just last thing, you mentioned coming out flat, but defensively, besides just that lack of energy, what do you think was the biggest challenge, particularly in that first half?
Well, they were active and aggressive with their hands defensively. They got in passing lanes. We threw the ball right to them. They literally were laying the ball in at the other end. Kalia Copper had, a couple, breakaway baskets. It gets momentum going for a team, and we gave them momentum tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Any other questions for Coach?
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
She's loved by everyone here in Phoenix, everyone in this league, every city. She's a beautiful human being. And yesterday her sentencing was unjust, and we're going to continue to call on President Biden to continue to do whatever he can to get her and Paul home, all the other, wrongfully detained Americans over there. We miss her, and this is just there's not even any words of how we can describe this. I think you saw yesterday in the game with Connecticut and Phoenix, just the weight of what this is, of this decision of her being used as a political pawn. And, in the sports world, like, sports should be a safe space. No player should be used as a political pawn. So we're going to continue to lift her up. We're going to continue to speak on her behalf, and we're going to continue to have hope in the administration that they're going to get her home swiftly, and that they can get her home safely. Thank you.